fasting.
Okay.
Do you use fasting as an effective sort of way to help people, wean people off their addictions? Does it help?
Right. So fasting. So in the early days, on the addiction side, most practitioners, and I'd be with them really, wouldn't recommend fasting from the beginning unless you're already doing it. So like you were a person who didn't eat breakfast anyway. If you're already doing it, obviously you're not going to add unnecessary meals in. You know, kind of go with your hunger. So the early day recommendation is really to get that food plan stabilized. You might need to eat breakfast, lunch, and tea with your proteins and your fats. You know, just to, because otherwise you might get too hungry, too cravey, you know, and then you're going to make bad choices. So definitely not in the early days. And then some people, you know, if that works for them, and if they can maintain that and they've got all the results that they want, you know, absolutely fine. Other people do like to do a bit of intermittent fasting because, like me, it just kind of suits you. But I think for food addicts particularly, you have to go a bit carefully. We've definitely talked to people about it in the practice, the type 2 diabetes people, particularly those with high morning blood sugars. I mean, why would you eat? You don't need to eat if that's the case. So we have talked to them about that, because a lot of people have had that message, like you said, that, you know, you must have breakfast, the most important meal of the day. There's no logic to that, really. So yeah, so that's definitely been recommended to the patients in the practice. And then we also talk to them about, you know, an eating window, and that, you know, it's not great to eat super late at night. And also, you don't need, why do you need food? You're just going to bed, you know, you don't need any fuel. So trying to bring your tea earlier, and, you know, maybe have your lunch later. And then for some of them have adopted one meal a day because it suits them. So we really let people decide for themselves and experiment for themselves. And as I say, obviously it's worked for me, one meal a day, but there are a lot of people in the addiction space that prefer 2 meals, or, you know, or 3 meals. But we definitely talk about not snacking, you know, not grazing, not, because that keeps you constantly thinking about food. So yeah, just to get it only eating at meal times is that's a really good thing to do.
Great. Low carbon fasting work for most people. It works for me.